feels good. You know, it really does. You know, it feels good to put the silver and black back on. You know, it's been a long time. I think I look good in silver and black. So it feels good to be back.
Charles, this team needs leadership really bad. Are you more a lead by example, or are you the kind that will like be more vocal about it?
You know, for the most part, I'm a lead by example type of guy. You know, I'm always, you know, the mindset I don't want to go around any coaches and what they coach and what they do. But when there's an opportunity, you know, to step in and give some input on, you know, whatever that may be, then I'll do that. And like I said, not trying to step on anybody's toes, because that's not my intention, of course, to do that. So whatever there's a possibility to, you know, help a guy, whether he's young or old, you know, it doesn't really matter. Then absolutely.
What's up with the blank jersey?
I can't find a number, man. Everything's taken. So, you know, moving forward, we'll try to get that worked out. But right now, I'm just blank, man.
You going to negotiate for 24?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. You know, it wasn't waiting on me in my locker, so I'll have to negotiate that for sure.
Did you get a chance to meet DJ last week? And if so, he's going through some little struggles right now with his absence.
Yeah, no, I haven't had that opportunity yet. So really not sure what's going on. You know, I look forward to getting a chance to meet him. So hopefully, you know, that situation works itself out and get back here and you know, do what I know he loves to do.
Charles, I saw that, you know, you still feel that you can become the best player on the field. How do you think that sort of confidence can translate to the rest of the team, especially, you know, one still trying to find that winning direction? Well,
I mean, I think for me it's all about, you know, my approach to the game, the way I play, the way I practice, and I think that'll really show itself. You know, the way I prepare, I'll always prepare as if, you know, I'm the best player on the field. And once that, you know, is no longer the case, I'll see it. I'm sure everybody else will see it too. And you know, at that point, then, you know, it's up to the next guy to move forward. Yeah, I'm just gonna come in, man, and do what I know how to do, and that's, you know, be a great football player. So I plan on doing that going forward.
You practiced against that man, you know, for a number of years there in Green Bay. You know, kind of, what can you say about him, and especially the job here, where you're the starting quarterback?
Yeah, you know, and Glenn had a chance to, you know, work around a great quarterback, you know, and Aaron Rodgers, and they could sit behind him and just kind of emulate some of the things that, you know, Aaron does, you know, without trying to be like Aaron. So he'll bring some experience, even though he hasn't had a chance to, you know, lead a team. So I know that, you know, I'm sure the coaches are excited to have him here, and giving him that opportunity to lead this team. So, and I just look forward to seeing him grow. I mean, he'll have the opportunity, you know, to be the guy. So at that point is what you do with it, and hopefully he'll succeed.
First impressions coming back, what feels different about this place?
Oh man, I mean, really the only difference is the big guy's not here, and I think that's really it. You know, not knowing that you're not going to see him coming out onto the field, you know, at any point, you know, in time this season, is really the different feel to this organization. So, but I know that, you know, the organization's in good hands. You know, with Mark taking over and bringing in Reggie, you know, to come in here and try to, you know, get the Raiders back on the right track. So, in that sense, you know, it feels good, and there's definitely a positive feel to it.
What did they tell you about that vision to help you sort of buy in and become a Raider again?
Well, just talking to Reggie and, you know, Coach DA, you know, I was really sold on the fact that they believe in the guys that they have here. Of course, you can always use more, you know what I mean? And, you know, as the years come up, they'll be able to do some more things. But they really had a lot of faith in the guys that they have, you know, on the roster right now. Who knows what this team will be, you know, at the end of the season. But I was convinced that this team will compete. This team will be in games. And, you know, we look forward to going out there and wearing the silver and black proudly. So, you know, these guys, I'm looking forward to playing with them and, you know, trying to do.
You're a
Bay. What kind of players do you think you're developing there?
Yeah, we always watch players around the league, and he's a guy that he always shows up, somewhere. He's a tough, hard-nosed football player. A lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground. To come up and stick his nose, stick his face in the play. So he's a guy, that I look forward to playing with, and a guy that I think is emerging as one of the leaders, on the team. So looking forward to getting more familiar with him, playing alongside him. And I think this guy's a little bit.
In terms of scheme, from what you remember what it was like before when you were out on an island, the other corner was out on an island, the safeties had their normal roles, four-man rush, all very much were better than you. How different is that from what you're looking at now in terms of the playbook and the shifting around and the ideas that they have?
It's a lot different. You just stated it. We were to be man-to-man corners, so that's what it was. You went on the outside, the other corner went to the other side, and you played man-to-man. You had a single high safety, and that was pretty much what you did. There wasn't a whole lot to it. This defense will give you some variations, and it'll give you some opportunities, to make some plays, give some different looks, and not just being a single high safety look. So that'll be fun. And for me, and being a guy that I feel like I have a nose for football, it'll be a lot of fun to go out there and be a part of this defense and try to make it click.
Flynn was 2-0 in his starts for the Packers. Did he make it easy for you guys to have confidence in him, or what was it like when you stepped up and did well?
Yeah, we always felt he could do it. But the game of football is the same for everybody. You got to get out there in the game, and you got to get that feel for it. And the opportunities that he got, he made the most of them. And he gave people a look at what he could do, and that's the reason why he was picked up in Seattle, even though he wasn't the guy there. But people seen enough of him, and they brought him here. So I'm sure the staff has a lot of confidence in him. That he'll emerge as the guy, and help lead this franchise.
Charles, what do you think about Tarver as the DC? Because last November was the worst month in Raider defensive history, but personnel-wise, it's all changed. But as a young coach, what do you think of him so far?
Well, as a young coach, he's just trying to implement his defense, and that'll take some time. We've got a lot of new faces, a lot of new guys, and the most important thing about trying to implement your defense really is communication. It really won't matter as far as the talent level is concerned, but if you can communicate and guys know where they're supposed to be, a lot of other stuff won't matter because you'll be in a position to make plays, make tackles, keep people out of the end zone, and that sort of thing. So more and more, we work together, and I think the defense is a defense where it's not going to confuse you. So guys should pick it up, fairly quickly, and we should be able to hit the ground running. Man, I haven't taught it out there since I left. That's one of the things I look back on that I didn't do when I left is just really have a conversation, with him when I left the Raiders. So didn't get a chance to speak with him, and which I had.
What kind of effort did the Raiders make to keep you when you left here? Was there any effort, or was it at the time where you'd been franchised a couple years in a row where it was agreed that you were going to leave at the end of that year?
Yeah, it was pretty much done. I know my agents, talked, to the organization, a few times, but as far as me, there was really no communication. It was kind of, I guess, the writing on the wall that, he's no longer going to be a Raider, and I went my way, and the Raiders, of course, went their way. So there wasn't much at all.
Did you ever think you'd be back in your Raider uniform?
No. But I guess that's the way life works. I never thought I'd go to Green Bay, and ended up in Green Bay and had an incredible run there. And free agency came around, and thought I would be somewhere else fairly quickly, and that didn't happen. And free agency just kind of rolled on, and found myself, talking to myself and saying, regardless of where I play, I want to play football. I don't want to just be done playing the game. So that's when the opportunity arose, to come out here and play football. Yeah. career? I feel great. Other than having a collarbone last year and then a Super Bowl year, which were setbacks, of course. Other than that, I mean, I don't have any aches and pains anywhere or anything. My shoulders healed up well now, so I look forward to going out there and playing football, the way I always have.
What did it mean to you to be welcomed by the fans like that also?
Oh, that was a great feeling. I was here 8 years, and we had some ups and downs, but we had some great years. And I know what it's like, to have this fan base behind you, and that's a big deal. There's a lot of energy here. A lot of these guys don't know that. They don't know that feeling, to be that type of team here and have the fans behind you. So to have the fans here at the facility, last week, welcoming me back, it meant a lot, and I appreciate Raider Nation for that.
Have you got to know Mark Davis at all, and how would you kind of describe the differences in his personality?
I have not. I haven't seen Mark in years. I'm sure since I left, in 05, 06, so it's been a long time. So I haven't really been around, since that point. So there's only one Al Davis, so I'm sure that it's probably a lot different in that respect.
Glad to see the NFL got rid of the tough role finally.
I mean, what were they waiting on? Yeah, that was a happy day. That was a happy day. Finally, they got it done. But my thing is, too bad it couldn't be retroactive.
You came here to a team that had won 4 games the year before you got here, then you won 8, then they got to the playoffs. Where would you say this team is at in that process? I mean, you've only been here a week, but I'm sure you have a pretty good idea for the guys out there.
Well, that's really hard to say. This is a fairly young team. When I came in, we had Tim Brown, and guys like that, some veterans that have been around for a while. Hadn't won a lot of games, but then we got a new coach in John Gruden at that time and brought in a new system. So things slowly started, to come together during those first couple of years. Here, this is my first time going out there running around with the guys on the field. But what I can say is there's a lot of energy out there just from the first initial practice. And like I said, as far as defensively, the defense is one where I think guys will gravitate towards fairly quickly and pick it up. And to the point where when we get out there in games, there's not a whole lot of indecision. We'll be able to go out there and play football and have fun doing it. And doing that, then we'll win some games.
Was there ever any hope of going back to Green Bay, or was there writing on the wall there also as far as going?
Yeah, the conversation when it happened was fairly quickly. Fairly quick. It was we thank you for your time here. We felt like it's time for us to go our way and you go your way, and that was it. And so I really didn't have any thoughts of it. Like I said, when free agency first started, I thought I'd be on the team pretty quickly. I wouldn't even have time to think about it. So yeah, it really didn't cross my mind much, I guess. I figured it was what it was. We got to move on.
It seems like so much of what you've heard in the national media about you signing here is surprise that you came to the Raiders and not the Broncos, who I guess were courting you. What do you say to those people who were surprised that you came here and didn't go to Denver?
Well, I don't think they understood. They didn't understand the fact that I spent more time here than anywhere else. You know what I mean? And if I, got past Denver and then signed there, that if I got here, it was going to be it's going to be pretty tough for me to leave. Being that this is like a second home to me as well. Drafted here. Spent 8 years here. Like I said before, I had great years here. We had a lot of ups and downs, but I loved it here. I still have people I consider family here. So it was going to be hard to come here, sit down, with Reggie and D.A., but, just being in this building, seeing the fans, at the gate coming in, it was going to be hard to leave, and I don't think people understood that.
More questions for Charles?